You got me exclusive. I'm so high up and lucid. You take me to a safe place. We steady on the same pace, yeah. I'm crazy. You like that?
Hey you guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. It's your girl Ashley here with what honestly is probably, well, I can't say it's like the most anticipated. It is definitely the most like long-standing, like do a Dexa scan, do an updated Dexa scan, like, you know, request that I get from you guys. And I mean, I have been wanting to do one. You know, we've been in this panini for a long while. Not to mention, my weight loss journey has been up and down, stop and go. I leave YouTube, I come back, like a lot has happened. Anyway, before I get too far into that spiel, I just want to jump into this video because this is so exciting. So I recently went back to the same place that I've been to in Los Angeles, California to get my Dexa scan to test my body fat percentage and just see what we're working with, you know, see how it's changed since I started my weight loss journey and what I've done in the meantime. I've done this scan before, and actually I did it basically at the start of my fitness journey when I started trying to showcase and document this journey on YouTube. And so in August of 2017, I got my first Dexa scan. I went and got my body fat percentage tested. That's what the Dexa scan does. And apparently, as rumor has it, Dexa scan is supposed to be one of the most accurate ways to measure your body fat percentage. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this. I've never, you know, tried any other method to measure my body fat percentage because, like, I mean, I don't think I really want to know that number. But this was super interesting, and I would recommend any and every single one of you guys going to check this out. So this is the document that I have here. You can see it says summary results. There's a lot of numbers because I've done this test multiple times. You can see that they have the time I did it in August of 2017. I did it another time in 2018, and then most recently now. So the first thing, of course, that stands out is the total body fat percentage, which in 2017 it was at 44.3. Currently now we're 4% down. We've lost 4% of total body fat, which is really cool, really exciting. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, looking at these numbers sometimes and actually thinking about the amount of time that's passed, I oftentimes really bog down on myself and get into my head and like, oh, it's been that long. You could have really lost so much more weight. You could have lost more fat if you would have just focused and stuck to the program. And I don't want to do that. Life happens, things get in the way. And as you guys know, if you've been a part of this journey with me, or if you're on a weight loss journey yourself, you know how up and down it can be, how back and forward it can be. Progress isn't always linear, and my story definitely is not linear. And so, yeah, I'm gonna try to refrain from like talking down on myself too much, because in all honesty, when I first saw these results, I was really happy. I was really satisfied, and I still am. But yeah, going through it, I feel like, okay, I have to acknowledge the elephant in the room. Like, a lot of time done passed. I didn't lose that much weight. But once again, there's been a lot of stops, a lot of starts, a lot of losing and regaining and re-losing the same weight over and over again. It's been a lot of trial and error, to keep it short. And that's just my story, and I'm not apologizing for it. So at the time of the 2017 Dexa scan, I was 250 pounds. At my heaviest ever, I was around 252. And so I was basically really close, only 2 pounds away from the heaviest weight I had been. Currently, 2022, when I got this Dexa scan, it weighed me in at 232. Now, I had just done a weigh-in and I was at like 223. But then, you know, I was in LA, it was vacation. This is definitely, you know, some bloat, some water weight, some whatever. But total mass is 232 at this point in time on this day. And then over here, you can see how they break up the fat tissue and the lean tissue, right? The fat tissue and the lean tissue is what makes up the total mass. So of our current 232 pounds, 92.9 is fat and 132.1 is lean. Now, if we compare that to 2017, I'm like really proud of myself. Like, that is freaking impressive, okay? I'm sorry, I'm impressed. color me impressed, okay? Like from 2017, and it's interesting because you can even see the 2018 one. So from 2017 to 2018, I lost about 10 pounds of fat tissue, but I also lost about 10 pounds of lean tissue, right? And then from then to now, I've lost more fat tissue, but I've managed to regain that lean tissue. It's really impressive for me to see that, like, I've been managing to lose fat tissue while still like really retaining a lot of my lean tissue. And I'm not like necessarily surprised by that. This has always been my goal, right? To lose fat, keep my muscle. I lift heavy for this reason. But I guess I was just really surprised at the actual numbers. Like, oh wow, like I gained a lot of lean tissue, especially just from, you know, the amount that I had lost in 2018. I am currently doing a more hyper focused like approach to my fat loss. Like I'm really trying to clean up my diet. I just want to do like a really focused cut. Honestly, over the last couple years, it's just been about sustainable, healthy living, cleaning up my diet overall. Like I went from being a couch potato who really ate unhealthily to someone who just really started to fall in love with the gym and was slowly changing their habits. And this is why also my change has been really, really slow. It's been a lot of setbacks. But I also think this is why at this point my body recomposition has been so successful. But right now, like I said, I want to do more of a hyper focus. You know what? I kind of want to go a little hardcore cut. We'll see how it goes, because I always kind of suck at trying to do cuts like this. But that's currently where my mindset is at, mainly because in like 4 months time, I'm going on a trip to Barbados with some friends, and I'm just like, yo, I want to wear a bikini for the first time in my life and feel good. That's what I want. So currently I've just brought up this section that has the regional assessment. This table divides your body into 5 key regions and provides the composition breakdown for each region. So this only has the information for this particular Dexa scan. So I've kind of split the page and brought both of them up, right? Because I still have all the documents. So this current document here is from the 2022, the most recent one. And this one here to the right is from 2017, right? My very first Dexa scan. And so we can see the total region fat percentage and how it's changed. The arms currently being about 0.9% less in fat. The legs being almost 5% less in fat, which is really kind of surprising to me. I mean, I never really noticed or thought I saw my legs shrinking, but I most recently took a photo and did a comparison, and I was actually shocked at the difference in how my legs looked. I was like, oh wow, I guess, huh? And these numbers really do reflect that, like the change in my legs and how lean, how much leaner they are now. In the trunk area, it looks like there was also about a 5% loss in fat. And then the android going from 53.6% fat to 47% fat. That's a loss of 6.6% in fat. And the android region, once again, is the lower abdominal region. So 6.6% of fat being lost basically in my stomach, which again is something that is reflected in pictures and in photographs, and I do see the difference. I mean, I still got some more to lose, but I definitely see the difference. Then we have the gynoid, which is the fat that is concentrated in the hips, upper thighs, and the butt area. And that is about a 5.9% fat loss. More interestingly, to me personally, at least in this section, is the breakdown of the fat tissue and the lean tissue. Once again, they put it in pounds, and just being able to compare those numbers from, 2017 to now. I gained about a pound of lean tissue in my arm, as well as 0.3 of fat tissue in my arm. Oh, the lean tissue in my legs is actually 0.3 less than it was in the past. But I've lost almost 7 pounds of fat in my legs. And this is just so interesting. Like, I have the overall body fat percentage, how much is fat, how much is muscle. And then they break it down for us even further into each part of your body, your arms, your legs, butt, hips, belly, how much is fat, how much is muscle, and just really being able to like see those numbers. Especially if you were to focus on certain parts of your body, right? Say you like, I want to grow my legs. I want to grow my legs. If you used a tool like this, you could definitely tell, like, you know, in addition to photos and stuff, of course, but you would be able to tell exactly how much muscle you gained in your legs or how much fat you gained in your legs in those, in whatever specific body part you really wanted to hone in on and target. And now we're moving into probably the scariest page of this entire thing, but also the most necessary. And this is the visceral fat. And I remember my first video when I did this in 2017, this number really kind of shook me. It was such a wake-up call because this section, it shows you your internal fat versus your external fat. Measuring your internal fat, my internal fat, my visceral fat, that's the fat that's like coating your organs or surrounding your organs. This is the fat that's actually inside of your body, which is really unhealthy to have. They have mine weighed at 1.83. And that's a lot. And it was actually kind of a wake-up call and kind of scary seeing that number, because she said, you know, once you start getting to the 2.0, the 2.2, the 2.3, that's when you're in the danger zone and you're highly likely to get diseases that are caused by obesity, you know, such as diabetes and just all these health issues that come with being obese. And so I was like, wow, like I'm not at 2, but I'm really dang close, like too close for comfort, you know? And so right here, you can see we have 3 different numbers. That's because it accounts for the 3 different times I did the Dexa scan. The number lowest on the bottom, this is from 2017, the 1.3. This is where I used to be as far as internal fat, this visceral fat. Then it moved down significantly from 1.8 to 1.1. And this was just 1 year later, that change in diet and what I'm eating and what I'm consuming and what that did for the fat in the inside of my body, this internal fat, right? To now being at 1.03. That's a 0.8 pound loss of internal visceral fat. And seeing this number was really good. The person that spoke with me to go over the Dexa scan and my results was saying, oh, this is such a great accomplishment. This is so good. Like, you've really been changing your lifestyle. You're getting healthier. And they were just really stressing the importance of this number and like the change I've made. And so yeah, it's really, really good. You know, it can be even lower. Ideally, you're supposed to get to as close to 0 as possible. And then they said on the flip side, the danger zone to where doctors are going to be like really warning you and, you know, telling you there's an issue is when you start getting at 2 pounds, 2.2, 2.3 of this visceral fat. And yeah, I mean, when I went before, when I was 250 pounds, new to my gym ways before I got all, you know, no, I'm kidding. Acting like I'm ripped and shredded, I'm not there. But I definitely was way too close to that on that end. It's something that kicked me into gear back in 2017. I just remember being like, yeah, this is about my health. This is more than just looking good. This is about like fighting for like a long, happy life, basically, you know? To the right, we have the bone report, which I didn't care too much about, but the person that was walking me through my results went over it with me. They said, you know, I'm at 0.9 for a total as far as you can see. And that puts me in the 69 to 93% range. The person that I spoke to said, more specifically, it puts me at about 80%, meaning that my bone strength or my bone density is about 80% stronger than other people within the same age and demographic. Then further down, we have the muscle balance report. This just compares the fat tissue and lean tissue on the right side of your body versus the left side of your body, making sure that there's just like balance. So it's one of those things like, oh, if you notice, oh, your right leg is stronger than your left leg, then this report would reflect and show you that, oh yeah, you might have more muscle mass on your right leg or more fat or something. And so that's all this does, is just break down the balance between the sides. I've always been stronger on my left. Whenever I do isolation movements or, you know, single leg movements or single arm movements, it is always my right side that fatigues or can't hold the same weight or can't do the same amount of reps as my left. And there's some other information here, but honestly, it's just too much. I feel like the most interesting things are the first couple pages, so that's all I'm really gonna go over. I still think this is a fascinating result. It's really cool going over it, especially so many years later, and just being further along in my journey and just knowing how far I've come. You know, physique wise, there's still changes and stuff I want to see. And I mean, it's a lifelong journey, honestly. It's funny, you know, I feel like when I started this YouTube channel, when I first started wanting to like go on a fitness journey, a weight loss journey, you think it's going to be 1 year or 2 years and you'll hit your goal and then you're set for life. And I don't know, somewhere along the way, at least for myself, the dates kind of disappeared. Like, yes, I still want to get leaner by a certain date. Like, hello, like I said, Barbados this summer would be nice to be a bit slimmer. But you just quickly learn to love it. And you know that it's a lifelong thing. It's a lifelong journey. Like, this is never going to end. Like, and not in the sense that I'll never be satisfied, but that there's always new goals to hit, new targets. There's always room for improvement. This is something that I want to be doing for the rest of my life. Like, you know, how I work out might change over the years. My goals might change, but fitness and health is something that's just always going to be a part of my life. And I feel so incredibly happy to really say that and to mean it and to know it. Especially knowing who I was before. That's the biggest thing for me, is just the growth in the person that I am. You know, I have always wanted to be like an athlete and to be fit and to be that person who, you know, you just wanted to be healthy. And I can honestly say, like, I am that person. Like, I still have my goals and things I want to do, but getting involved in fitness and falling in love with it with the way I have, I can honestly, genuinely has like changed my life. I cannot imagine where I would be right now if I would have never started on this journey, honestly. But okay, I'm not trying to get into a sappy time story. I'm in this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There will be a video coming Monday, back to some vlogs. Got a weekly vlog coming for you. I'm also going to be doing a physique measurement video. It's been a while since I've done measurements, and I know my numbers are going to be different, and I'm excited to do it, to see where I'm going, especially since, like I said, I'm really trying to do this cut for summer. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Don't forget to throw the video a like. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.